All right, well, understandably, still a lot of people talking a lot about this potential tropical feature trying to come together at some point over the next week over the Gulf of Mexico. Though, of course, we still have some question marks as to exactly when this would move through or how strong it may be. I think it is fair to say that we can start to have a more structured timeline, at least when things will begin to become more active. And when I say become more active, I'm primarily talking about the arrival of a big plume of tropical moisture as early as Sunday, leading to times of heavy rain starting as early as Sunday and then persisting into much of the upcoming work week. And like we saw last night in parts of Charlotte County, it's not going to take much more rain for us to have flooding concerns. So I think a major issue that we'll be dealing with starting this weekend and then more so next week is the opportunity of flooding, especially in neighborhoods that are just super waterlogged from the events of the past 2 weeks. As you can see here again, the development odds of this feature over the Gulf of Mexico still being held at 30%. That is a modest drop from 24 hours ago, but is the same as what it was updated to late last night from the National Hurricane Center. Remember that those odds are talking specifically about the likelihood of something becoming at least a tropical depression, but something doesn't have to be a depression or a storm or a hurricane to be impactful around here. Remember earlier this year we had a big plume of tropical moisture for several days that caused rounds of flash flooding in the area? Well, right now this at least looks to be more like that as compared to a Hurricane Helene situation. As you look at some of these global forecast models, they start to push an awful lot of tropical air our direction as early as Sunday and then linger it around the area for much of next week. So unlike Hurricane Helene, which was a pretty fast mover by tropical standards, this feature, whether it becomes a name system or not, looks to be much slower, and then in exchange provide us with much more rainfall. Some of these rainfall potential numbers over the next 7 days paint some pretty eye-opening figures. You know, of course, in a summertime thunderstorm, it's not unusual for some neighborhoods to sometimes see 4 or 5 inches of rain. But when you see entire counties painted in with 5 to 7 inches of rain over the span of just 1 week, that should start to catch your attention, because remember, we had a very rainy season around here, so the grounds across our community are fairly saturated. And even over a span of a full week, if we do see widespread 5 to 7 inch numbers stack up, especially throughout next week, we undoubtedly will have flooding on our hands, especially in some of these real hard-hit communities where rain has been a big issue of late. We've